protest, petition, and other forms of direct action to demonstrate public demand for change. And the last strategy, it's by engaging with the media and the journalists to ensure that the advocacy efforts receive media coverage. So these are some of the strategies that can be used. There are a lot of them, but these are some of the strategies that can be used by those who are who are there for advocacy and systematic change. So the last point is insights and the resources for Malawian civil society organizations to strengthen their fight for a more just and equitable community. So here are some of the insights. To strengthen the fight for a more just and equitable society in Malawi, civil society organizations can consider the following insights and sources. So the first one is fostering collaboration and partnership among civil service organizations to amplify collective impact and avoid duplicate of efforts. So they need to collaborate with their friends, or they need to be in partnership with their fellow organizations so that their effort should be strong, and they should also engage in networking platform like Malawi Civil Society Organization Network to share knowledge, resources, and the best practices. So another is that they can conduct research and data collection to generate evidence on social, economic, and political inequalities in Malawi. And that data that has been collected can be used to inform advocacy efforts, policy recommendations, and the pragmatic interventions. If they don't know anything, it's difficult for them to intervene in these things. So they need to conduct research and data and correct data. Apart from that, they need to develop diversified fundraising strategies to ensure that financial sustainability, including grant writing, crowdfunding, and partnerships with donors and other philanthropic organizations to seek capacity building support in financial management and the resource mobilization. And another thing is seeking partnership with international organizations and networks that share similar goals and values, and leverage international platforms to raise awareness about Malawi's social justice issues and advocate for support and solidarity. And the last one, they can collaborate with legal organizations and experts to provide support to marginalized communities. All these insights can be complemented by accessing resources from local and international organizations like Human Rights Commission, the United Nations Development Program, and many more. Even by participating in training programs, workshops, and conferences focused on civil society strengthening, can provide valuable knowledge and networking opportunities. And by doing all this, Malawian civil society organizations can strengthen their impact and contribute to positive change in the country. In conclusion, Malawi civil society organizations have a unique opportunity to leverage the power of prophetic voices to advocate for the marginalized and challenge deeply rooted injustice faced by the poor, wealthy, and powerful. By harnessing the moral authority and the influence of religious leaders and other prophetic voices, these organizations can amplify their advocacy efforts and bring about meaningful change in the country. The prophetic voices have historically played a very crucial role in social justice movements, using their platforms to speak truth, power, and mobilize communities towards action. In Malawi, where inequality and justice exist, the power of prophetic voices can be harnessed to shed light on the plight of the marginalized and challenge the system that perpetuate their suffering. So it is important for the civil society organizations in Malawi to approach the engagement with prophetic voices, with sensitivity and the respect in their autonomy. So collaboration should be based on shared values and goals, showing that voices of the marginalized are at the forefront of the advocacy efforts. And it is crucial to recognize that prophetic voices are not means to an end, but rather partners in the pursuit of justice and equality. Uh, so some of the informations I I found them from this website. So here is the group of some of the information I got them there. And some I just asked some people. Uh, that's the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention and for being a great audience. I appreciate your time and participation. God bless you. Thank you.
Excellent, Brother Patrick. Thank you very much for your hard work. And
Thanks.
I hope you understood, how the prophetic voices that they speak against the social injustice in the society. Even
Yes.
Amos, at his time, uh, he speaks against all the evils in the society. Okay, so some landlords and some rich people used to uh, put their own Israelite people as slaves. They used to pay very less, and such type of very injustice situations. Amos actually raises his voice and he condemns, those the unjust practices in Israel. Okay, so after that, in fact, God punished the people who are actually were injustice against the poor people and all. Of course, that is there. But the other side, as children of God, as uh, the believers, knowing the word of God, so we need to raise our voices. See, biblical protest means the people who are Bible-centered people always take a step of non-violence, not the violence, so that people, because people are very important, whether they are our enemies or whether they are whoever they may be, whether they are in power or no power, whatever it may be. So people are very important, and we, as the children of God, we need to value the people and whether they are actually even uh, like they even uh, uh, they even whether they were maybe the politicians, landlords or whatever, there may be in big positions, but we should not. We should represent, and we should take the voices of God to reach those people, so that uh, God's plans, God's justice will be come to the people who are marginalized. Okay, so thank you, and I really appreciate you for all your words, hard work. Uh, I think now it's going to be uh, 11, 5 minutes. Maybe brother